I've never pooped my pants while playing a game before, but Horizon Call of the Mountain sure got me close. It was at this point I realised just how tightly my skinny butt was clenched. It's moments like this that truly make the PSVR2 special. And not pooing yourself. The headset is lightweight when worn and never feels overly heavy on the front or back, which avoids head movements from feeling laboured and strenuous during longer play sessions. The padding on both the back of the head strap and the forehead is soft and comfortable, and unlike with my original Oculus Quest, I've had no issues with feeling itchy or any rash during any longer play sessions. During many of my first sittings, I found myself having to rest the head strap high on the back of my skull. I did this as it brought the lenses closer to my eyes to be more in focus. This meant the headset was never properly stable. A few days later, I found a position with the headset resting further down my head, but it never matched the sharp focus of when I had it closer to my face. Although I've not seen much use outside of Horizon Call of the Mountain's menus, eye tracking is genuinely impressive and somewhat magical. Progressing through menus and scrolling through options with just your eyes is a completely seamless experience. The headset also features haptic rumble in the front alongside what can be felt in the Sense controllers. I found it to be used sparingly by developers, but the few times that it has been implemented, the effect is natural and immersive. The best use of it as of right now is in Kayak VR Mirage. At any point while kayaking about in nature, you can pop your head over the edge and into the water, and the headset starts to rumble softly, replicating the feeling of water moving and applying pressure against the top of your head. It should go without saying that with OLED screens, the PSVR2 is one of the most vivid and high-resolution VR experiences you could imagine. Don't expect your entire field of view to be taken up by the games you play, and just like any other headset, any slight movement of your head or misalignment with your eyes can cause the image to become a little blurry and at times uncomfortable to look at. The new controllers feel mostly great, and they're almost always accurate, with only a few situations in Horizon Call of the Mountain where in fast-paced moments of combat, the headset fails to track the sideswipe dodging motion, causing a frustrating body blow. Surprisingly, Sony has managed to package adaptive triggers into both L2 and R2 on the controllers, offering the same sort of pressure you'd expect from the DualSense. Firing a weapon in Star Wars or while shooting your bow comes with a clear tactile sense. Combine that with the built-in controller rumble, and the Sense controllers are probably the most immersive of any VR product. The controllers do take one negative from the DualSense, however: poor battery life. This should be expected given what's packed into the technologically advanced VR controllers, but after only a few hours of play you can expect a pop-up informing you the controller batteries are low. To make matters worse, the PSVR2 box only comes with one USB-C cable to charge them, meaning that most cases you'll have to charge the controllers one by one, unless you want to fork out an extra 40 quid for the VR Sense charging station. We had the benefit of receiving the review unit and a collection of games to highlight how great the PSVR2 unit is, but it's hard to say if it's truly worth the huge price tag, especially when factoring in the available games. I'm not saying any of these titles are bad, in fact, some are brilliant, but when the majority of launch titles are available on cheaper platforms and the total cost of entry for the PSVR2 is about £1,100 when you buy the PS5 as well, it becomes clear how big an investment it all is. For those diving in on day one, I hope Sony will keep at production of big budget AAA releases. Otherwise, we'll be seeing lots of ports of games that would be cheaper to play on lower cost rival VR headsets. With that being said, the PSVR2 is pretty damn good though.